Bethesda is the creator of the popular series The Elder Scrolls, which has captivated gamers since the first of the series, The Elder Scrolls Arena. The Elder Scrolls Arena was the first of the series, released in 1994 and required a DOS-box emulator to run it. The game starts when the Emperor Uriel Septim VII is imprisoned in a realm of oblivion by the battle mage Jagarth Tharn, and you must recover the 8 pieces of the Staff of Chaos to save him. After The Elder Scrolls Arena, The Elder Scrolls II Daggerfall was released in 1996. Daggerfall starts with the player being sent to the Breton homeland of High Rock on the Emperor's personal request. Daggerfall was unique from Arena in that you could do side quests as well as the storyline. It was stated that the game map of Daggerfall was twice the size of Great Britain. Although this is a staggering size, the game was criticized for the monotony in city design. 6 years later, in 2002, The Elder Scrolls Morrowind was released for not only PC, but for the new gaming system known as the Xbox as well. The player starts Morrowind as a prisoner of the Imperial City being sent to Morrowind, where they find that their birth falls in with an ancient prophecy. Later that year, what's known as an expansion pack was released for The Elder Scrolls III Morrowind, known as The Elder Scrolls III Tribunal, and takes place in the temple city of Mournhold. Tribunal starts when the player sleeps and is attacked by a member of the Dark Brotherhood, and in order to learn more of this mysterious group of assassins, the player travels to Mournhold. The next expansion for The Elder Scrolls III Morrowind was The Elder Scrolls III Blood Moon, released in 2002 and takes place in the northern island of Solstheim. The story is started by the player doing odd jobs for Imperials stationed at Fort Frostmoth, when the fort is attacked by werewolves, and the player must fight them off. 3 years later, in 2006, The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion was released, this time for PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. Oblivion starts with the player as a prisoner in the Imperial City, when the Emperor Uriel Septim VII and his blades use a secret passage in their jail cell to escape from the Daedric cult known as the Mythic Dawn. Oblivion is unique in that it utilizes level scaling, which allows weapons and enemies to improve along with the character. Also, NPCs were integrated with internal AI, which allows them to make logical choices in the game world. Later that year, The Elder Scrolls IV Knights of the Nine expansion pack was released. It starts when the chapel in Anvil is attacked and desecrated in a dark ritual by the vengeful Ayleid king Umaril. The player is tasked with finding the relics of Pelennor Whitestrike, restoring the Knights of the Nine, and slaying the Ayleid king Umaril. Later, in 2007, the second expansion pack, The Elder Scrolls IV Shivering Isles, was released. It starts when the player hears of a mysterious door opening in the Nibene Basin. Once entering the door, the player meets the Daedric Lord of Madness, Sheogorath, and is tasked with stopping Jiggalag in the Grey March. The next and most recent installment of the Elder Scrolls series is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, released in 2011. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim starts with the player being discovered to be a Dragonborn, a human born with a dragon's soul. The player is tasked with defeating the dragon god Alduin and stopping the return of dragons. Skyrim is one of a kind in its development. The over 150 dungeons in the game were handcrafted by a team of only 8 people. And thanks to the engine named the Creation Engine, Bethesda was able to create vast, beautiful landscapes for the player to experience and explore in the northern land of Skyrim. Bethesda has been making games since 1994. And even now, in 2011, they continue to create stunning, immersive games that continue to captivate gamers around the world. Thank you for watching the history of the Elder Scrolls series, and I hope the rest of your day is cool beans.